Right, let's jump in. Nathan, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good stuff. Okay, Delilah, you've turned it into this iconic, almost like cult-like ring walk, okay?
Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
Yeah, it means everything. Obviously, I'm a Stoke lad, so obviously it's a way of like showcasing, obviously my football team, Stoke City, my city as a whole, but then obviously it just showcases my supporters. Like I say, it's almost woven itself into the culture of boxing. Like I went to the big fight at the Eubank. Then I went there and Delilah was played there. It was played at the Usyk the Boar fight. It's played at basically every single big fight now. They play. It's almost like Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
It's become part of boxing. But yeah, it's phenomenal. One of the greatest things I'll ever be a part of, to be fair, because on the night of the fight, I walk out to 2,000 plus Stokies singing their heart out, and I'm joining them.
Well, my next question was actually going to be, when you're walking down that alleyway,
Yeah.
down that aisle, and do you take it in, or are you in the zone? Do you realise there's all of these people going mental around you?
Yeah, that's the only part of it that's not great, is you can't really take it in like you would want to.
Right.
Although I'm conducting everything, I'm being part of it, and I'm doing all the showbiz parts of it, you can't really actually concentrate on what's happening other than the opponent that you're walking towards the ring to. I mean, when I fought Denzel Bentley, I thought, right, I've got to give it to him here because now it's showtime. I did it, but all you're thinking about is your opponents. So you can't, it's just a blur really. But when you watch it back, it's amazing.
And seeing it back, whether that's on TV when you watch it afterwards or even afterwards, directly afterwards in the ring, what does it mean to you to kind of stand there and see all of those people there for you? Because I'm assuming when you were an amateur and kind of you're making these steps towards turning pro, did you ever conceive that you'd have this kind of following?
No. Like, mention the amateurs, I used to have 5 people watch me fight. It'd be me, she was my girlfriend at the time, she's now my wife, my dad, one of my mates, and probably 2 other people. Like, so yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I was trying to win the ABAs as an amateur, because I thought if you win the ABAs, you get signed by Frank, you don't have to worry about tickets then, which is a bit naive really, because even if you're an ABA champion, you still got to sell tickets, you still got to bring people to the shows. So that's why I never was going to turn professional. But then I was 27 at the time, I was been a full-time teacher, and I thought, just try it. If you don't sell the tickets, give yourself 3 years, and if you don't sell tickets, at least you've got no regrets. Yeah. And then fast forward to almost 3 years to the day, I got signed by Frank on the back of selling at my local town hall, and now it's just been relentless for the last 5 years.
Yeah, like a real journey.
Yeah, really, yeah, it's been incredible.
Mm. And I guess talking to maybe younger fighters, that journey, you've had the highs, winning the Lonsdale belt.
Yeah.
You've also had the lows. A bit of advice for younger fighters coming up. How do you manage those highs and lows in boxing?
Oh, that's a tough one. But the highs and lows of boxing, because my amateurs were purely lows. Like, I tried my best to win the ABAs, couldn't do it. But I've always been very disciplined, to be fair. I've always given me life to the sport. Mm-hmm. I've worked rock hard. And then you almost, for these young fighters, just realise that if you put the work in, you eventually will be rewarded. Yeah. Now, that won't happen every single time, but you see all this rubbish about manifestation, all this stuff. But I can almost say it's real. It's real, because like, I've thought about all this stuff. But if you don't put the work in, you can manifest all you want. If you don't buy that lottery ticket, you're never going to win £1 million. I mean, so you've got to put the work in. All these young amateurs, young fighters, pros, whatever, put the work in, and eventually you may get the reward.
Can see you've been a teacher.
Yeah. I
feel like
am I that boring? That's what
No, I feel like you're very good at talking to young people, because that's what they need to hear, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's I was an okay teacher. Okay, I was an okay teacher, but yeah, like it's one of them. It's like anything, not athletes, anything that you're involved in. If you put graft in, now bear in mind, I've been fighting for 25 years. So, I mean, I got signed by Frank 5 years ago. So it took 20 years of graft before I finally achieved what I always wanted to do. And that was be signed by Frank. 2 years later, I then won the 3 years later, I then won the British title. But like you say, but then the highs and lows. Then the following year, I had the worst 12 months of my life professionally as a fighter. But now I'm back. I won in my local town hall, sold out again, amazing atmosphere in Stoke. But now I'm back on one of the biggest cards of 2026. Granted, it's only a month into 2026. But this will be one of the biggest cards anyway of the year.
Yeah. And you're a bit of a mainstay on these shows now. The Magnificent Seven. It's not the first time you've
I
been
think it's my third one.
Your third one?
Yeah.
That's some going. What do you think the likelihood? Obviously, no fighters want to look past their immediate next opponent. But let's say you get that victory. What's our likelihood of getting that trilogy fight with Pauls?
Well, I'll look at the camera. I don't see no point in that.
No?
Like, I'll be straight, yeah. Like great fighter. Now, if I wanted to redeem my ego, I'd be like, oh yeah. But I've got to be honest. Unless he's got a big title or some. Wait, I'll reverse. Do Stoke City and put in that, and Brad Paul secures that. I'll fight him any day of the week. I'll fight anyone in the world to get to Stoke City. But unless it's Stoke City, it's got to make sense. But going back to the point I will make, I'm fighting and not looking over my opponent, Warburton. But I need to win because the win would hopefully set up Stoke in the summer. Because this is the last throw of the dice. This is my last year as a professional. I've given everything. My Stokies have supported me everywhere, all over the country, in thousands. The city deserve it. I deserve it as a fighter in terms of becoming a former British champion and filling every single show that we've been on.
Okay, so let's go back onto that subject. Let's say next year is your last year. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 2026, yeah.
What does a perfect final professional year for you look like?
The perfect 2026 and end of my career is win January 24th, fight June time at Stoke City, win, amazing. Could I retire that night? Probably. That would be the perfect ending. Now, if you won, because you're going to be fighting a good lad, you've then got another fight that you could possibly walk into again. But obviously, financially, you work to get paid as well. But I also owe it to my wife that I did tell her I will retire this year. So, perfect end of year, I've waffled on here. Beat Warburton, fight at Stoke, retire, have a honeymoon family in our 4th year of marriage with my wife, because we haven't had a honeymoon yet.
That sounds pretty idyllic, to be fair.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty great. Tell me what you think about Warburton.
I think he's got a very good work rate. He's a southpaw, which makes it awkward in itself. He's fought some very good lads. He's a former Welsh champion. He's fought for the British and Commonwealth title. So he's very, very good. And I know he'll have been told most likely that Heaney's there for the taking. And he will believe that I'm there to be beat. And obviously it's just for me to stop that. But he is very good.
Okay, and how do you think that fight's going to play out stylistically?
It depends how well I can work the southpaw style out. If I can work it out well, I think the style should work quite well, because he's quite a busy fighter. So he's not one that's like very negative. So I think the styles could gel quite well together. I think he'll make for a good fight.
Well, we're hoping so, and I think it will be. Nathan, thank you so much.
Cheers, thank you.